There's this thing most people don't know about cement. We used to know about fuel, those long distance drivers, how they used to siphon from vehicles, from trucks, even do up to now. This habit has extended to cement, and you have seen in many places, especially in Nairobi, where apartments which are being constructed, they collapse. Why do they collapse? You may think, you may blame the owner of that apartment, you may blame the fundis, but the problem lies in the materials they are using. You may say they are of poor quality, but one of the reasons is that the cement in those bags does not measure exactly how they are indicated on the bag. Normally, it should be 50 kgs, but if you weigh, you'll find it is 46 kgs. We have done that several times, and people have reported that. And people don't even know why. The reason is those guys who transport cement, they have a way in which they go and seal those cement bags and remove 4 kgs of that cement and repackage. So you find the cement that reaches the hardwares is just 46 kgs. The first time, it was around 2024, I saw on one of the bloggers, and there's a lawyer, Ome Thuku, who had written how the cement is being, those who are transporting, they move the seals and they scoop around 4 kgs, and then they seal again. So these extra bags they create are the ones they sell. Now the hardware owners, most of them don't know that these transporters have extracted or removed 4 kgs. So they end up selling to contractors, to fundis. So you find when the fundi are constructing, they assume it's 50 kgs and they put the required ratio, but the ratio is not what it's supposed to be. And that's how you find some buildings collapse, especially apartments. So this is what most people do, especially this transporting cement, transporting fertilizer, and other items. Of course, if you are a hardware owner, make sure when cement is being brought to you, you measure. You must have a scale to measure and see whether it measures the exact weight that is indicated on the bag. So if you are a contractor or you are constructing a house and you want to order cement, just go to that hardware shop. Make sure before you start making your orders, they measure that. They put on the weigh scale and you confirm it's 50 kgs. You'll come with information and a report that most of them don't measure 50 kgs. And the hardware owner is not even aware. That is how these transporters get rich. That's how they get rich. You find someone Within 4 years, they have purchased their own truck, or 5 years. Yet, this person is paid 40,000 Kenyan shilling. These long distance drivers, you really wonder why they're so rich. Why they can rent a house for 3 wives, one in Nairobi, another one in Nakuru, another one in Busia. It is because they are able to make money, extra money on the way. We know the tricks they use. So you may wonder where they get these bags. They get them easily. Because if it's a bag from a certain company, there are people who can make them easily and give this to these drivers. They can even get them from the company. That's what they normally do. And I wanted to say this so that if you are constructing a house in Kenya, one of the things you're going to check is the cement that you're going to use. Another thing is the concrete. Now, because of that weighbridge, they normally say the concrete should not be more than 10 tons. But when you're buying, you buy 14 tons. Have you ever confirmed that? What is delivered is 10 tons, but what you buy is 14 tons. So you lose around 7,000 to 8,000, or even up to 9,000 per that lorry, one lorry. That is what happens. So I'm going to provide more information about this so that if you are constructing a new house, you'll know the tricks most people use and how you can prevent yourself from spending more on building houses and how you can avoid using substandard materials to prevent your house from collapsing.